Hey guys, welcome to tutorial number 9, and today at the end of tutorial today, you're going to be able to build a screen like this in which we will have a list of bus services in the backdrop of the bus service screen back layer. So what we are going to do is we are going to create a scroll view, and then we are going to put this list into this scroll view, and then the scroll view is going to be added to the back layer of the bus service backdrop. So remember in the last video we actually created the front layer of the bus service screen with a Kivy garden map view, and then we have a marker. So as you click the down button, it's going to call a function called create bus service banner, for example widget, and this front layer is going to drop down, and then at the same time we are going to create a list of bus services at the back layer to show to the user. So this video is going to be a short one because creating this list is not a difficult thing. So we are going to go straight to our code on last week to see what we are going to do today. So this is where we are as of today. When you click bus, it's going to bring you to the bus stop screen. So at the bus stop, we have the front layer, the back layer. So bus service screen, now we only have the front layer. But as we click the back layer, this down button, it's going to crash because at our backdrop on opened, we want to call this function which doesn't exist yet at our main.py. So if you go to the text-based version, the step 1, we need to first create a bus service banner.py. So when we click this button, it's going to call this function, and in that function, it's going to instantiate a class called bus service banner, and this bus service banner is going to become our list here. Okay. So first thing, bus service banner.py, and then copy this and paste here. Now I'm going to explain what is happening here. So we create a bus service banner in which is inheriting grid layout class, and we define that this bus service banner is going to be in a row. Each banner is a row, so we have multiple row of banner. Okay. So first we want to create a canvas. The canvas color is going to be this hex color code, which will look like this, the purple color, and this canvas is going to be a rounded rectangle, and it's going to update its own position and size depending on your screen size. So this is important, self.bind this, and it's going to call this update rectangle function here, where the self.rect.pose, rect is referring to this, the rounded rectangle, is equal to self.pose. Self is referring to this banner, this class, and then self.rect.size is equal to self.size. Okay, which means it will follow the size and position of the mother. Okay, so later on when we instantiate the bus service banner at the main.py, we are going to pass arguments known as nearby bus services. So remember in the last video we actually pass all the bus service data to the main.py with this update nearby bus service function. We pass all the bus service that is in your map view to the main.py in this update bus service update nearby bus service function, and then we actually append all the data into this variable called nearby bus services. This is the variable that we are going to take and then pass to this bus service banner class. So we can take this variable from the main.py with class nearby bus services. So if you print this, it's going to give you something like this. Okay, so we are going to get a list of tuple. So each tuple represents one bus service, which we get from our data mall, LTA data mall bus service. I believe it's section 2.2. Okay, so we have a bus service number, the operator, the direction, the category, origin code, destination code. I think this one is AM peak operating frequency, off peak, and then PM peak, and then PM off peak, and the loop description. So I put it here for the purpose of demonstrating to you what kind of data we are expecting. And what we need to do is that we want to get the total bus stop response from the main.py. That's why we use the app.getRunning total bus stop response. We are trying to get the total bus stop response from the main.py, and then we define a scroll view and a list view. So remember that we want this one to be in a list. When the list is longer than your screen, we want it to be a scroll view. Okay. So depending on how many bus services you have in these nearby bus services, so for each bus service, for each tuple, we want to change it to the list. So this is the way in which you can change a tuple to a list. Okay, so I call it bus service list, in which I use a function called list to change the tuple to a list. The reason why I'm doing this is because I want to be able to append, add data to the tuple. Because if you are still in a tuple form, you're not able to add or delete anything from the tuple. Okay, that is the behavior of tuple. You are not able to add or remove anything from a tuple. But if you are a list, you are able to do that. So that's why I'm trying to change all tuple to the list. And then here I'm saying, so for each bus service, I'm going to check it against all the bus stop. Okay, so if our bus service list 4, which is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, the origin code is same as the bus stop code. So maybe it's better to open, let's see, UTA. No, LTA data more. Let me show you. I want to show you what we are talking about here. So if you go to dynamic datasets, API documentation, and then we go to so you can see that for bus service, we have the origin code and destination code, which are both bus stop code of a particular bus stop. And then for bus stop, we have our bus stop code. So what I'm trying to check is that if the origin code is equal to the bus stop code, we want to append the bus stop description. And then if the destination code is same as the bus stop code, we want to append the bus stop description of that bus stop. And then I will use another list to append the bus service list. So this is an operation they are trying to do here. I'm trying to convert each tuple to a list, and then I want to add at the end of the list the description of the origin bus stop and then the description of the destination bus stop. Why I'm doing that is because I want to show this bus service is retrieving starting from which bus stop description and then end at which bus stop description. Okay. So for each bus service in the list, okay, I will try to create a 3-line avatar list item. So ThreeLine avatar list item looks like this. It allows you to add avatar or image at the left side, and then it allows you to have 3 lines of text. So first, I want to use this ImageLeftWidget, in which the source is a single deck bus.png. So to use that, I need to import it from KivyMD.uix.list, 3line avatar list item, and item left widget. Remember also just now we used the scroll view and delist. You also need to import that. Okay. So after that, I want to create my 3line avatar item. I define it as a variable as 3line avatar item. And then I use this 3line avatar list item object, in which our text referring to first line of the text is going to be bus service 0. Bus service 0 referring to the bus service number. So the first line I want to show the bus service number. And then the secondary text, I put a start, space, plus bus service 11. So if you count this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Sorry, we start with 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 is referring to the description of the original code that we append just now. And then 12 is referring to the description of the bus stop that we append just now through this operation. So therefore, secondary text, I am able to display start bus stop description, and then tertiary text, I am able to display the end bus stop description. And as you click this item, when you release it, it's going to call a function at the main.py, which is called load bus route general. And it's going to pass the argument of bus service. So I'm going to pass the entire bus service to the main.py. So we haven't created this function yet. What this function is going to do is to, as you click on this banner, it's going to show you the route of the bus like this, from the start to the end. And then this one is going to be a scroll view. So yeah. So we'll show you how to do this in tutorial number 11, in which we will have our front layer and back layer as well. Yeah, this one is a back layer, this one is a front layer. So you're going to have the routing of the bus, okay, on the map view, where it's starting, where it ends, okay. So yeah, stay tuned to the series, and then we are going to cover that. So tutorial number 9, we haven't finished yet. So actually, when you create the bus, the 3line avatar item list, you want to add it, you want to add the image to the 3line avatar list item, and then you want to add the 3line avatar list item to the list view, and then you want to add the list view to the scroll view, and then you want to add the scroll view to this class. Okay. So inside the class, we have scroll view. Under the scroll view, we have the list. Under the list, we have the 3line avatar list item. Under the 3line avatar list item, we have the image. Okay. So make sure you save this. And now we are at the step 2, of course. In order to use this class at the main.py, we need to import it. Save. And now we can create this function, create bus.list widget, which is being called here as you click the down button, transfer down button on the backdrop. So let's create this function, maybe here. Oops, sorry. Okay, tap. So this function is called by clicking the open on bus service backdrop front layer. And then here we are saying that our bus service list is referring to the bus service backdrop layout.id.container. So now this one is actually referring to the backdrop container. So we are referring to this back layer. So at this container, which is the back layer, we want to check. We want to walk through it to see if there is any bus service banner. Okay, if there is, we want to remove it. After remove, then we create a new one. Bus service banner is equal to bus service banner, instantiate the class, and then we are going to pass the argument nearby bus services equal to self.nearby bus services. Remember, this one must be the same as what we are using here as the quads. Quads, where the key is nearby bus services, must match with this one in order to be able to get the value from the main.py. And if you pass it correctly, then you will be able to use it to do this operation. Okay. So after create the bus service list widget, of course we want to set the nearby bus services to be empty. The reason why is because as we are in the bus service screen, if it's going to pass the nearby bus services to the main.py. If you don't clear this after you create it, it's going to accumulate more and more nearby bus services, and your list is going to be longer and longer and longer. Okay. So last step, remember that just now in the bus service banner, when we click this, we want to call a function load bus route general. So for now, we can just create it at the main.py, but we are going to say pass first, and then we are going to cover this in the coming tutorial. Okay. So pass is just not going to do anything for you, but it makes sure that when you click that, it will not crash the app. Okay. So now we are done. Just close this one, run it, and it should work. Now, bus services, all the bus services nearby. If you click this, boom. Now we have our scroll view of all the bus services here. Okay, we have our bus service number, we have our icon, avatar, and then we have our start bus station and the end bus station. So let's see. As you navigate around, now we have 5 bus services in this area. If you click this, it's going to show you 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Oops. Okay. 1, 2, 3. All right. I hope that's all for today. And if you have any question, feel free to leave your comment below. Yeah, let's see you in the next video, in which we will cover the bus arrival screen, one of the most interesting tutorial, in which we can detect the estimated arrival time of the next bus to a particular bus stop station. Okay, and stay tuned to the channel. See you soon.